Hello, all you fine, beautiful people. I'm back here once again with another video, and today I'm going to be doing my top 10 Doors songs as pretty much given to me by Spotify. This is their top 10 most popular songs. So I figured, you know what, I'll rank them in the order that I like, pretty much like them, and what I would probably might even rank a greatest hits for the most part of it. Instantly looking at this list, I think it's a very solid list. There's some stuff I might change, but at the end of the day, this is what people have been listening to, and I have to say, I love doing these. Like I said in my previous video, the Led Zeppelin one, I definitely love uh, seeing how maybe different generations view these bands, especially like millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, if they're listening to them, even like Gen X boomers. It's amazing to really see each generation and how they think of these. And it was something that just pretty much came to me one day, and I thought, you know what, let's do this. Let's see this. It actually saves me a lot of time than having to go listen to at some points like entire discographies for top tens. These are kind of already preset the parameters, and I can kind of just give my thoughts on it. But anyway, let's start off at number 10 from the self-titled debut, Soul Kitchen. This song, I have to say, it's one of those that grown on me. I used to skip it a lot, but in recent years, I've been going back listening to it, and the whole "and you got me in a soul kitchen." It's just a really good song. I love the way Morrison sings it. I think him, Robbie, and Ray. Like I think this band on this first album, I really enjoy it because it does feel at times very adventurous, and there's just something about this song that I think not only has kind of given me a more appreciation for it because I know I did like a top. I want to say potentially a top 10 Doors video of my songs. I did have it, so I'll probably link it somewhere. Might even be down in the description of songs I chose. But Soul Kitchen, I thought, you know what, solid number 10. The next song I want to talk about, some people might have this higher, they might not even have it on the list. Once again, from the self titled, it's Light My Fire. Light My Fire is an absolutely killer song. I think the reason for me is that times it feels like it kind of meanders at points, and that's really my only fault with it. Like, I felt it could have been tightened up a little bit more, but I see like a little bit of that psychedelic, that kind of dark edge to it. Well, you know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, I couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. It's a really cool song, but I like in the middle where you have Ray doing his like keyboard parts, and then all of a sudden Robbie comes in with the guitar, and he kind of does his bit, then goes into the last verse, and I love this song. It's a really interesting, very vibey song, and the Doors were great for this. Like, I think the song set them on the map, got them kicked off Ed Sullivan because Jim Morrison, which I think you can make the argument actually true, as stood up for his artistic integrity and pretty much said, "I'm not censoring my song." I I, I think it's great thing. And I think it also led to their image that they're so bad they wouldn't even conform for Ed Sullivan. Perfect. On to song number 8 on the list from Soft Parade. Come on, come on, come on now, touch me, babe. Can't you see that I am not afraid? I like this song, and I think the Soft Parade, in my opinion, is a very underrated Doors album because I think the album is a very musical album, but I know some might not see where I'm coming from that. I think it takes it out of like the psychedelic, out of the pop, especially how poppy Waiting for the Sun was. I love the fact they bring in the strings, they bring in the horns, they bring and use all these different ideas in the album with the Soft Parade. But Touch Me, such a great hit. I believe it's written by Robbie. It's one of his songs he written. To me, it just works. It really does. It showcases that Jim not only could be like this dark, brooding kind of singer and bluesy in a way, but it also showed off a little bit of his soul. And I really like this song. I always have. From the confines of this, I think it's a solid choice. Like if there's one song to choose from the Soft Parade, this might actually be. Trying to think of what else on here. I think the only other song I could think of that could probably be on this would be Wild Child from that album. Anyway, on to the next song, the first showing up of Morrison Hotel, or not Morrison Hotel, LA Woman, Lover Madly. I believe this once again is a Robbie written song. I know he also, I believe, had writing credits for a bit of Light My Fire, but really, really love this song. This is actually one of my alarms waking up in the morning. I know there's people out there that I throw on a bunch of alarms and a bunch of different songs from Spotify, and one of them's Lover Madly by The Doors. For some reason in the morning, it just always wakes me up. Don't you love her madly? Don't you need her madly? Don't you love her? Oh, baby, what you say? Don't you love her as she's walking out the door? Like she has 1,000 times before. Love it. Just a great song. Poppy as all hell. I thought it really worked on LA Woman on the album, especially with how bluesy and then how dark some of the subject matter was. And it was kind of like a very musical album. And this song is one that always just spoke to me. I remember the first time I heard it back in the LimeWire days. For those that remember LimeWire, I was one of those people. I remember listening to it and being like, that's such a killer song. I made a whole thing of just random songs that I found from the Doors, and this was one of them. And to me, it always just bam. I think Touch Me was also in there. But yeah, killer track. Definitely the next song was in this list. But the next song is from, what is it? On Soft Parade. Strange Days, that's it. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. It's just such a quirky song. I have to say. The thing that I really like about this is with Morrison's way he sings it. And with the quirky kind of guitar and keyboard work in it, kind of gives it a very menacing feel. Like this is a very, it's almost, how would I put this? It's very much a song that has that feel where it's like very uneasy. Like it does have like kind of a sinister feeling, at least for me listening to it. I absolutely love the song. Next song on the list is Back to the Debut. The first song, Break On Through to the Other Side. Love it. I remember first time I heard this song, and it just interesting. I was always like, the day destroys the night, night divides the day. Tried to run, tried to hide, break on through to the other side. I love how it goes from like 0 to like 100 in like no time flat. Just a great song and very memorable. The lyrics, chased our pleasures here, dug our treasures there. Can you still recall time of God? Break on through to the other side. But I love the middle, especially the 40th anniversary edition of the album where they did throw in the "She Gets High, She Gets High." It's just a great It's interesting to see like how much censorship went on for some of this, but I think it was an absolutely killer song. Some call it even proto punk. I can see it. But it's just a killer track. Number four for me, go back to the second album, Strange Days. Love me two time, baby. Love me twice today. Definitely one of those bluesy Doors tracks. Ray Manzarek on keys, Robbie on guitar, John Densmore on drums. I think the musicianship behind Morrison was so good, like that three piece behind him, and they could come up with these melodies and thoughts that really get through, and I think it works so well. Song number three for me, or at least from this list, from LA Woman, Riders on the Storm, the last song Morrison on album. Riders on the storm, boom, 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 boom. Riders on the Storm. It's just such a great one of those songs that I love the melodies. I love the keys from Ray. Robbie on guitar work, John Densmore filling out the sound. Morrison's voice is amazing. Stuff like there's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a nice on holiday. Let your children play. Just great stuff and just a killer song. Song number two on the list is first time I'm actually talking about Morrison Hotel. The first song I ever heard by the Doors. Roadhouse Blues. Absolutely love this song. Oh, I love it. It's just one of those great Morrison blues numbers. Johnny Lee Hooker song originally. They reworked it. Fantastic. Love it. Just completely has a great sound to it. Keep your eyes on the road, your hands upon the wheel. Probably one of the best covers ever. But I loved him where he's like, do it, Rabbit, do it. And just great, like the guitar work from Robbie. I think this is one of the times where I think Robbie was really allowed to shine in the band. Like out of these songs, like it's the one that I think is like one of his most powerful performances. I love like the psychedelic blues like feel. But there's also a sense of danger with like Ashen Lady. Give up your vows. Save our city right now. Just great stuff. But on to song number one. I had to put it here because I think it deserves to be here. I think it's an absolutely phenomenal track. And that would be the title track to LA Woman. I love this song. I've always loved this song. I remember the first time I heard it, I put it on repeat and didn't stop listening to it for like 3 weeks. It's an amazing song. Always one of my favorites. I love the way it starts with like that car, and with like Ray there. I believe there's also bass on this. Really works well. Robbie Krieger, just a great line, and I remember listening to it and being like, "Wow." Just such a majestic song. Well, I got into town about an hour ago. Took a look around, see which way the wind blows. Met a little girl in a Hollywood bungalow. Are you a lucky little lady in the city of light? Or just another lost angel? City of night. City of night. Just a great song. And then LA Woman, Give Up Your Vows. One of my favorite lines, cops and cars, the topless bars, never met a woman so alone, so just some great lines. Motel Money, Murder Madness, Turn the Blues. or turn the mood from glad to sadness. Just and then breaking into the whole moniker he was known for, Mr. Mojo Rise, and doing the gotcha Mojo Rise, and very much the way it builds, almost this climax goes off, and then you get into oh, what is it next after that? Then you get back into the first verse is replayed. Just great stuff. I've always loved this song. It definitely, I think, for anybody looking to get in the doors, I think this might be the place to start. Just a killer track. But anyway, on to songs that I think maybe got left off here that I think do at least deserve some attention. One of them I definitely am like, wow, I'm shocked that this isn't on here, from Waiting for the Sun. I would put 5 to 1 on here. I think that's a powerful song. Would I take Soul Kitchen off for 5 to 1? Definitely. 5 to 1, baby, 1 to 5. Wild Child's another song from the Soft Parade I'd definitely put on here. Above that, I think that's definitely a song if you're looking to get into the doors. Would probably be a good play. Wild Child. Just fantastic song. I'm trying to think of any others. Some might say Moonlight Drive. I think if you're really looking to get adventurous, songs like The End and Not to Touch, or what is it? When the Music's Over from Strange Days, Waiting for the Sun. There's so many. Love Street. I'm actually kind of shocked Hello, I Love You isn't on here, but I can see why. It's kind of a little overly poppy song as well. Morrison Hotel. You could throw in Waiting for the Sun from that album. I'm actually shocked Peace Frog isn't on here. That's one that really shocks me. Yeah, and then LA Woman, I think they got the 3 big hits from it. Maybe The Changeling might be one that you might throw in there, but it's really interesting. I'm looking at this list, and I'm like, yeah, it's actually a pretty solid list. Like, I think it works. I will say that the 2 albums post Morrison, I don't quite honestly know if there's anything you could take off of here and put ahead of any of it. I think the first album was solid. I think the second one, not so much. Granted, I haven't listened to it a hell of a lot. But yeah, anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions. I'd love to know what you guys think about this. What songs not on here would you put on here? And what would be your order out of this? Because I'm genuinely curious, because I know mine always does seem to differ a lot from people. But I wonder if that's age, and just quite honestly, some of these songs like Light My Fire, it might be I've heard it too much. Same with Break On Through, but I think it's a pretty solid list. But anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions. Like I said, love to know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really does mean a lot. Hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, click the little bell down below so you don't miss anything. It really helps the channel out. This is me here signing out. Peace.